There comes a time where you think that your perfectly bond is perfect, but then another day comes, and then you all of a sudden have personal beef. And instead of handling it like an adult, you put it out in the real world. And that inspired me to make this documentary. I've spent my entire career starting the documentary. As soon as Chris turned on me, I built, I've cried, I've sweated, I have blood on my forehead. And I really wanted to get the documentary out as fast as I can. My production team, they did it. I helped. I actually contributed to this entire documentary. And I can finally say that we have the documentary here and it's ready to be watched. And literally, and now that the documentary is out, I can finally be looked in a different perspective. I can finally be looked as a man that's not crazy, but a man that speaks the truth. So, ladies and gentlemen, I really want you guys to see this. I introduce to you the Lem Zane documentary. As you can see, I asked nicely for a television championship shot. And you want to see what he said to me? You want to see what he literally said back to me after asking nicely? Well, here you go. And yes, that's not even the only part. I asked to be in the World Heavyweight Championship, #1 contendership, elimination chamber. After beating people, I made a successful return. And guess what he said to me? He made me sit in the ring for probably 3 minutes, just to just be a whole. And that's what made me want a TVC shot. And even after that, it was still being a and this all ties up to the first part, the very first part of the documentary bulletin board. As you can see, I'm gonna put this poster up right now. There you go. As you can see, I talk about conspiracy. That's not nothing much there. So I talk about conspiracy, and then look at the next part. Alright, and then next part, as you can see, put it up. Alright, so Miz and Reborn, they fought. This is after Miz aligns himself with me. He defeated the United States champion, and guess what? He doesn't even get a championship shot. And it's funny how Lally was one of Chris's favorites, right? But then as soon as he aligns himself up with me, he just, bam. I don't even know how to explain it. He just turned his back on him as soon as he aligned himself with me. And there's literally proof right here. He defeated the champion, and he didn't get a shot. But here's the funny thing. Alright, so the next part of the bulletin board, it shows that I was put in a match even though I was injured because we were on a tour bus. I tripped, and I was still put in the match. I should have been out for a few days, but it kind of got worse because I was put in the match against the soon-to-be #1 contender for the champion. He assaulted me, and then guess what? He gets awarded a United States Championship shot. And that's the thing, because Lally has beaten the champion, while Triple S, whoever the fuck it is, he lost and still got a shot. And I'm gonna get a shot for the next pay. Now, if you didn't know this already, you're probably slow. But if you did know this, you would know that I am the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. And let me show you guys something. I've heard that the rules say that you get your championship shot whenever you want your championship shot. And like, first, and look at this. Chris said there will be no title shots. The night that I want to fight for the Intercontinental Championship, the exact night that I want to face for the championship. that just opened up my eyes even more, because I'm pretty sure that you could fight for whenever you want. You could fight whenever you want to fight for the championship, and then and that's not even it. That's not even it. Look at this. All right, so now it is time for my interview. I will be interviewing one man. He is in the call with me right now, and his name. Wait, what's his name? His name is Reborn Benjamin, the man that Lally, the Miz, whatever you want to call him, beat. So, Mr. Reborn Benjamin, what do you have to say? Wait, is your mic on? Alright, it's on. Reborn, what do you have to say?
Squeak squeak, yeah. So Lally did beat me, squeak squeak, and I was crying like a little boy, cause I am a little boy. Squeak squeak, and I am on a losing streak right now, squeak squeak. But I really like this. I really like this 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 conspiracy. Nigga, squeak squeak, nigga, squeak squeak. But yeah, I love you, Lami Zane.
I love you too, bro. But there you have it. Reborn Benjamin loves the next Intercontinental Champion, Lami Zayn. Can't you believe it? Reborn himself, he likes me and my conspiracy. Alright, so now that the interview is over, let's get back on track to our next part of this documentary. This documentary has been on fire, actually. It's really been something. Alright, now look at the next part. Records not counted during the tour. Like what? What? Why? But yeah. So and if you look, it all ties back up to Chris. And just because I'm finished with this billboard that summarizes this entire documentary, I do have more proof, actually. I really do have more proof. Look at this. The next day that I'm able to, of course, turn in, have my match for the Intercontinental Championship. It is another day, but it's not on Crawler's brand anymore. First of all, look at that. And my date for the Intercontinental Championship has been changed at least 3 times. Not even at least, it was changed 3 times in a row, every single day. And now I'm being told that my match is on Thursday, but watch, Mad Balor not even come. But here, look at this. But wait, I feel like he's not gonna come, because look at this proof right here. Look at that. Chris does ask him to come. Look at this. It says that Mad Balor says that he doesn't go to shows unless Chris invites him to come to shows. Yeah. And that's when I thought that Chris was a bad person, because he is a bad person, but not in this instant. Because look at this. Mad Balor was scared. It's scared of Lami Zayn to even show up. And then you try to convince him not to book the match. Like, what the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to say that was the end of this documentary. This documentary is done. It is indeed done. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank Lami Zayn for this. I'd like to thank Lami Zayn, and I'd like to thank Reborn for accepting this interview, because I had a lot of other people that to interview with Mom, but only Reborn. accepted it, and yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and hope this proves that Chris is against. Let me then.